Good morning. It is Friday morning. It has just gone 20 past 11 and I have some quite fun things planned today and I thought we could do them together. So I'm heading over to Manchester. It's the first day of the BTS pop-up today. I actually didn't think I was going to be able to get a reservation, so I was quite surprised that I was able to get a reservation for this afternoon. But also, whilst in Manchester, it is Pop-Mart new release day. Now, there isn't much that I actually want from the new releases today, but it's my day off and I'll be in Manchester, which is near a Pop-Mart, and it's new release day, so it would be rude not to go. Now, if you come from my regular channel, you might wonder, what is this all about? Like, why is there a second channel? And I've gone back and forth about it for quite a long time, to be honest, and it comes down to this. I love posting about and talking about Pop-Mart stuff, unboxing things, blind boxes, all that sort of stuff, but there are so many other things I want to talk about, and I call them like shower thoughts, 2 a.m. thoughts. And I just thought, well, does the person who is interested in the new Skull Panda news also care about other stuff that I care about? Maybe, maybe not. So I thought, rather than kind of confuse things, Dr. Alex Unboxed is very much Pop-Mart, blind boxes, all of that sort of nonsense. And over here is basically everything else. It's just everything else. There is no plan, there is no rhyme, reason, frequency, anything. This is very much just everything else. Quick fit check before we head out. The Crocs are of course optional. I bought these jeans very recently from Calvin Klein in the sale and I'm kind of obsessed with them, but it is now the most important part of any outfit: bag selection. If you thought that the plushie wall in my office was my most favorite part of my house, you would in fact be wrong. This is the most favorite part of my house. Please excuse the giant cardboard box here. They're basically wall panels. I'm waiting to put those up in another room. But today I'm thinking we go for something neutral. I'm thinking this little backpack today. I think that will go well with our outfit. So I don't know, I think this is a good look today. I think it's nice, it's neutral, it's easy, it's hands-free. And if you watch my other channel, you'll know that we recently unboxed the Skull Panda off mode, and I haven't had a chance to take any of them out of the house yet. And I feel like today could be that day. And I was thinking about doing something a little contrasting, maybe something in the purple lavender kind of area for BTS, but every time I just come back to Not Now, I just think she is freaking adorable. And I just feel like it's a look. It is definitely a look. So I think she's going to be our plushie of the day. I mean, she is kind of a vibe, isn't she? I'm loving that. Absolutely loving that. Sold. Now, the other thing is I have some new shoes and I haven't had a chance to open them. I haven't had a chance to wear them, but I do feel like they would go really well with my bag and my outfit. So although I'm not normally like a let's put new shoes on for a whole day out, I feel like fashion is pain. So my husband actually bought me these for my birthday and I do feel quite bad. It's like my birthday was nearly a month ago. I feel quite bad that I haven't worn them as yet. You may also notice there were 2 boxes. This is a new card holder, but I will open that with you later. Look how pretty they are. Oh, I really wasn't sure when I first saw them online, but basically this is like a mesh, but they just look so good on. So definitely going to give these a try today. God, I've made such a mess. Slight tall girl issues because I can't quite fit myself in a frame, but I think they look really cute with this outfit. What do you think? Will I pass? Will they turn me away from the BTS pop-up? I hope not. But let's get going.
Swim, swim, water falling off your skin. Swim, swim, I could spend a lifetime watching you swim. swim. This is how it all begins. Swim, swim. I just wanna dive, I just wanna dive.
Map world, gone away, I still wake up in this map world. Name me place that I can breathe on this map world. Looking like a goody in this bad world. Bad world, don't know how to act, girl. I'm in the deep, tell me where the hell you went.
웃기기는 한데 사실 안 웃기지 10년은 말이야 어린 반푼 어찌 stop
Pull up at your block, we gon' knock, 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 knock. Yeah, head up, let it fun, fella. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah, came back for what's mine, we don't stop.
You know how I do. You know how I do.
Put your brand new, yeah, we on that brand new. You know how we do.
Ay, ay, ay 그래 기분 멋지 brand new 백 다른 스텝 뛰지 않는 step 2 Step 2, 2.0 day down 후 여기저기 또 한 번은 내 10 out of 10 10 이젠 버려 모습 하품 수고하러 가 Ay, yeah, 위기 다시 스코어하러
Yeah, pull up at your block, we gon' knock, 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 knock. Yeah, had your little fun, fella. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah, came back for what's mine, we don't stop.
You know how I do. You know how I do. Put your brand new, yeah, we on that brand new. You know how we do.
Pop, 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 pop. Baby, game to live, rock, rock, rock.
I need.
What you need, Twan?
I need.
What you need?
I
need the whole steady in the trunk. Put your phone down, let's get on the front. I got my eyes on the row in the front. The vibe is high, feet big blunt. The vibe is high, let the builder.
BTS from everywhere to Korea 총칼키보다 좀 키워 인생은 짧아진 너는 people It's speaking in real life 말치면 따져 내려나게 하마 Happen 좀 더 가까이 와 skin to skin
I need somebody to body all of your body beside me. Somebody like you, somebody like you, oh, somebody like you, somebody like you, somebody like you.
It's so tight I mean no way side I mean 우리만의 그 style I mean we living the life 두 눈을 감지 않은 내 밤 솟구치는 결의 맘 Be a body be a body be a body couldn't see a body or you read about it
I need somebody to body all of your body beside me.
Somebody like you, somebody like you, oh, somebody like you, somebody like you, somebody like everybody like. If you want it, I'll do the thing for you. If you want it, baby, oh please. 세상이 우리 갈라놓을 때 Baby oh please 한 걸음 더 다가설게 I'm on my knees 함께 해줘 나의 worst day 날 더 세게 안을게 right now Even hell I'm down All I want is you
네가 있는 곳이라면 나 따라가리 가시 바뀔 줄만 나 쉽게 줄여봤지 세상은 말야 항상 우리 사이 맞지 결국엔 우린 돌고 돌아서 제자리
You and me just all day, all night. Hold me from the front, back, left, right. I need you like only on mine. Oh, you got me,
Baby
like.
oh please 세상이 우리 갈라놓을 때 Baby oh please 한
So Manchester was, I've got to be honest, a little bit of a bust. We went to the BTS pop-up and that was very good. I was able to get the things that were on my wish list, so very happy about that. But then we started to look at some of the shops and they were just like, oh, you can't film here, you can't film here. I just want to look at some pretty bags and some belts. But anyway, it was a bit of a weird atmosphere, to be honest, but it's okay. We're going to head over to the Trafford Centre and I definitely need to get something to eat because I am starving. You may notice this in fact is not the Trafford Centre, this in fact is my spare bedroom. And the reason is, so we arrived at the Trafford Centre and we were wandering around, shopping, having some dinner, and then I was like, oh, where's my camera? Have I lost my camera? Wait, where's my camera? It's not in my bag, it's not in my pocket. No, it's because I left it in the car. So I was like, great. So you'll have to take my word for it that we went to the Trafford Centre, but I thought maybe we could go through some of the bits that I picked up because there are some fun things. Let's kick things off with the BTS pop-up. Now, I did go to the BTS pop-up when it was in London at the beginning of summer, and also we went to the concert. So I have to be honest with you. There's already been quite a lot of BTS related shopping that has occurred from my credit card this summer, but you know, it is what it is. But I was really surprised in terms of the display in Manchester. The photo op was really good. I really enjoyed that. The shop part did feel kind of cramped a little bit, but the stock they had, I was really impressed by. They had pretty much most of what they had in London, and crucially, they actually had it in stock. I will say though, there is definitely something different, like the hype in the pop-up around the time of the concert, and maybe because also they had the city thing going on, so there was just loads of BTS stuff everywhere in London around the concert. So I think just the vibe was high, do you know what I mean? And I just feel like, I don't know, it was a different energy. And it's not that there wasn't energy from Manchester at all. It really wasn't. Like, you could see ARMY as you're walking towards the museum. You could definitely tell, you like, they're ARMY. Like, you knew who was ARMY. But I don't know, maybe it was just a bit different. So I'd had a look at what was going to be available before we went to the pop-up, and there was definitely something on there that I was really hoping I could find, because it was a t-shirt that had been completely out of stock in the pop-up in London, and it wasn't one they had also at the concert. So I was like, I really hope they have that, and they did. I was so happy, honestly. It was the first thing I saw as I walked into like the shop part of the pop-up, and I was like, I'm good. I'm done. I got what I came for. Day is entirely worth it. Let's start with this t-shirt. Now, there is a little bit of a story behind this t-shirt, to be honest. So first up, this t-shirt came in like a creamy kind of white color and a black. And we actually bought the creamy white one on the first day of the concert. Actually, my husband bought it because he wanted to wear it on the second night of the concert. But the size was just a little off for me. And he was like, oh, we'll get another one, get one for you. And I was like, no, we don't need two of the same t-shirt. That is kind of ridiculous. So anyway, I was like, actually, I'm going to get it in the black. I'll get it in the black, but it's fine. We'll get it at the end of the concert on the second day. Like, we've already got a lot of stuff to carry. We don't need to carry anything else. Got to the end of the concert on the second day, went to the merch place. That was not available. Like, nowhere available. I was like, why? Why is that a thing now? But they had it here in the pop-up in Manchester. They didn't have it at the pop-up in London. So I was very happy that they had it. But let me show you. So this is the tour t-shirt. I just really like that kind of faded vibe to it. I actually have seen someone wearing this kind of completely randomly in, I think maybe the Trafford Centre a few weeks ago. And I was like, she got me. But anyway, and we have the dates on the back. But I really like the fabric of this t-shirt, like the white one or the cream one. I've worn it a couple of times and it wears really well. It's not, I don't know how to describe the fabric. It almost like has, it's almost like a very weird neoprene type of vibe. Let's see what it says. So this is 43% cotton, 42% nylon, and 15% spandex. And you definitely feel that spandex element to it. I don't know. Anyway, the point being is it wears really well. It hangs really well, and you can kind of definitely style it up, style it down. So I've worn the cream one with like shorts. I've also worn it like tucked into jeans and stuff like that. Like, it works. So anyway, I really wanted the black one. So I was really happy to find that. So I'm looking forward to adding this to the general rotation. I also have seen, I'm not sure what tour date it was, but I definitely saw that they had a customized one of these with a little bit of like bejeweling, and I was like, that could be a look. So we'll see what happens. So the next thing I picked up was the album. Now, I am very slowly trying to build kind of our vinyl record collection, and I mean very slowly. I think I've had my record player for a few years. I've got 10 albums or something, around 10 albums. Like it's not a full-on collection. And also, to be very honest with you, most of those are in fact BTS related albums. Certainly, I think there are BTS albums and there are a lot of BTS members solo albums. I definitely have a one-track mind when it comes to that. Actually, no, I think there is a Christmas Michael Bublé one. I mean, everyone needs Michael Bublé at Christmas. But anyway, there was a couple of versions of this. Now, they only had one in stock at the Pop-Up in Manchester. The difference between the two, from my understanding, is one has a kind of what they call white splatter disc. So the vinyl itself is white with like a splattering. And they had one in a red with a splattering. I really wanted the red. Our LP player, it has like this clear top. And so like when the records look nice, like it's almost like a little piece of art. Like the RM Indigo one, oh, I love putting that on because it just looks so good. RM is my bias, by the way. But they only had the white splatter, so we had to get the white. But it was fine. I don't mind the white, but I just quite liked the, I would have liked the red. I love their albums. I absolutely love them. I mean, look at these details. They're just so good. I can't wait. What I like to do is like to really sit down and like properly like fangirl over it, to be honest. Let's have a look. Let me show you the album. Wait, it is the red one. This definitely said the white one. This definitely said the white one on the label, because I wasn't going to buy it because I was like, oh, I don't know. Like I really wanted to get the red one. Like, should I bother getting? Oh, that's so good. Let me see if I can show you. Can you see? I just thought like that will look so good on the record player. So I'm very happy. And then on this side, we have all of the inserts. As I said, I'm going to take some time and pour over those, but I am so happy that we get to add this to the growing BTS related LP collection. Okay, so the next thing I bought is this. And I bought this because I didn't buy it in London, and I was like, you don't need it. You don't need to buy that. Like, put it down. And I didn't buy it. And it's one of those things, you know, when you kind of nearly buy something and don't buy something, and it just kind of secretly lives like rent free in the back of your mind. You're like, oh, that would have been good there. That would have been good there. So I bought this because I thought I would like quite like it like in my bag kind of area. So that's why I bought it. I just thought it would look good on display. So we have a folding fan, and I just thought this could look quite nice with my bags. Plus, I don't know, there's something just feels very fancy about this kind of fan. I don't know what it is, but I really liked the design of it. Yes, it is plastic, but it felt relatively sturdy as well. Sometimes when you get these and they kind of have very thin pieces of wood, they don't feel the most sturdy and long lasting. But I do like that we have a couple of little BTS details just at the top here and here. And obviously, oh, I just really liked it. And I was so annoyed at myself that I hadn't bought it. Now, it looks like it also comes with kind of a little case as well. So I suppose you could take it out with you, take it in your bag and just be like, oh, it's really warm today, isn't it? You could if you wanted to. That is kind of a vibe, actually. I've been planning to do a little bit of a reorganize of these shelves for a little while, and I've got to get rid of these panels on the floor. But I just thought, rather than just have like bags and shoes, like it might be nice to have some interesting kind of decor pieces as well. Just, I don't know, just to make it look a little bit nicer. That's why I thought that fan, I thought that could go really well. Maybe I've got some black bags at the top there. I just thought that could look quite good. Now, they did put a couple of photo cards in as I was paying, and she said, do you want to see the photo cards now, or do you want it to be a surprise? I said, I would like it to be a surprise, please, because when I sit down and talk to you about what we bought, I want it to be a complete surprise. So I have no idea. They are in here somewhere, I think. Now, my bias is RM, okay? Always has been. But recently, V's been turning my head. I've got to be honest. The more I see of it, actually, do you know where it came from? His solo album. I think it's one of the best albums. I just absolutely, it doesn't matter what mood I'm in, it doesn't matter where I am, I can put that on and it does something. It does something to my brain chemistry. I'm not quite sure. So anyway, ever since then, I'm like, I see you, I see you. So for me, the best outcome here would be an RM and a V, but I'm happy with anyone. Who have we got? Who have we got? I can see gin through here and sugar. So we didn't get our bias, but it's okay. They are quite cute photo cards. I have one thing left that I bought at the pop-up. Now, this was the thing that I really wanted to get when I went to the pop-up in London. And honestly, by the time I got to the pop-up in London, this section of the store, it just looked like a swarm of locusts had been there. Like, it was devastated. Like, there was just like a random stray t-shirt hanging, like just empty shelves everywhere. Like, you could tell Army had descended on this corner and they had shown up with their credit cards and there was nothing left. So as soon as we walked into the pop-up in Manchester, it kind of turned into the corner, turned to the left, and I was like, oh my God, there's a whole row of them, and they had every size, and I was like, oh, thank you, thank you. So I was able to get the one that I wanted. We have the RM t-shirt. I really, really liked this t-shirt. Now, you may know, you may not know, depends if you've come from my other channel, that I am a woman who loves a blazer. I love a blazer with a jeans with like a t-shirt underneath. Just, it's kind of like my uniform. And I just thought this under a blazer, I just felt like that could be, I do love a bit of a graphic t-shirt, to be honest. So I just thought that could be really cool, but I really wanted to get the RM t-shirt, and they didn't have any. I was like, why do so many people want the RM t-shirt? But anyway, it's fine. We have a little bit of detailing on the back. And one of the things that I really liked about this range of t-shirts, and this is not to say that I don't like all of the album merch stuff. I do like it. It's just that, you know, sometimes you want to wear something that kind of supports a brand or a band or something like that, but doesn't like have it plastered over everything. And I just feel like this isn't if you know, you know, because like my mom is never going to know. In a million months of Sundays, my mom would not know what this is. And the only people who know what it is are fellow armies. And I just kind of love that, to be honest. I kind of love that. So very happy. It's made the entire day worthwhile. So that was the BTS pop-up in Manchester. Honestly, I had a really, really good time. And just the fact that they did one in Manchester, I know we don't have any concert dates, or certainly not yet. Not yet. We don't have any additional concert dates for the UK or for Manchester, but the fact that they did a pop-up in Manchester, I just think is really, really special. So I was very, very happy. But after that, we walked into the city centre itself, went to the Exchange, and we were wandering around, and it was just this, there was a weird vibe. Like, I am very careful when I film out in public. Like, I will always try and not capture people if I can help it. And if there are obvious things, I'll try and blur them. And then if there are children around, like, I will not film another person's child. Like that's not appropriate, right? So I'm very, very careful. So everywhere we went, oh, you can't film here. You can't film here. I'm like, okay, it's fine. It was weird though. It was like everywhere, where you just don't get it normally. Like, I have been to the stores in the Trafford Centre, stores in central London, like it's just Birmingham. It's just not like that. But like, for some reason on that day in Manchester, it was a no camera zone. And then this guy in Selfridges comes up to me. He's like, you need to put your camera away. Like, I was in my pocket, and he was like, yeah, and you need to get rid of your mic. I was like, well, if the camera's off, the mic's off. And he was like, yeah, you need to get rid of it. And I'm like, kind of attached to me. I'm in the middle of the shop. I don't really want to like reach into my t-shirt to take it out. He was like, oh, okay. I was like, it just feels weird. And then it just felt like they were watching you the entire time. I don't know, maybe we looked really suspicious, but like, it just felt like they were watching us the entire time. So I was like, do you know what? Let's just go across to the Trafford Centre. Like, it just feels very familiar. It's kind of like our home mall, as it were. Even though it's like an hour and a half from my house, it feels like it's like our home mall. Like, I'm very comfortable there. So like, we'll just go there. Anyway, went to the Trafford Centre, and that was just a completely different vibe. Like, everyone was very friendly. It was all very it was just really, really nice. So as we're wandering around the Trafford Centre, I did of course go to Pop Mart. Now, I am doing my level best to minimize the Pop Mart in this situation, but if you want to see what I bought in Pop Mart, I am going to put a video up on my regular channel on Dr. Alex Unbox. But I did buy something from Selfridges. So I bought a bag from Balenciaga, and I didn't mean to. I was looking for a belt, okay? I was looking for a belt, but do you know sometimes when there is something in the universe and it's like divine intervention or something, and it just keeps, I mean, I know it's not, I know it's the algorithm, trust me, but you know, when there is something and like it just keeps showing up, right? It shows up on your social media feeds. It shows up in like magazine articles. It shows up when you walk into a shop and it's staring at you and you're just like, okay, I get it, I'll buy it, right? And it was like that. This kept appearing in front of me, and I was like, I have been looking. Well, I've been looking first off for a bag of this color, but secondly, I've been looking for a bag of this style. I have a very long-standing love-hate relationship with Balenciaga, to be honest, which I think actually most people do, because like, you know, we had that ad campaign, and they've just had like some of the choices that they've made is just like, really? What? But you can't get away from the fact that many moons ago, they created a handbag that has never not been iconic. Like, it has never not been iconic. And actually, it makes me feel really old, because as a style, this bag is like becoming like an it bag, and people are looking like, you know, for the vintage ones and whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I have it from when it first came out. Okay, I am that vintage. But I have one in the corner over here behind me, and it's one of my most favorite bags. And one of the things I love about it is just that I feel like it looks as good as the day it was bought, which maybe was, I want to say it was like 12, 13 years ago, something like that. But anyway, I've been looking for an updated version, not the vintage version that I have. And I very specifically have been looking for a bag in this color. So it felt like a match made in heaven, to be honest. Look at her. She's so cute. She is so cute. I absolutely love her colorway. Can you just see, like, almost like she has this natural vignette around the edges, but also in the center here. Size wise, I thought she was a very good size. She's actually quite deep, to be honest, even though she's not the biggest of bags. But I also really loved this hardware, like just the dark hardware with that kind of slightly brushed kind of vibe. All of my Balenciaga City bags, they have gold hardware, and I really loved this. I also really like the matte black version. They've got a black with a matte black hardware, but because I have a black with gold hardware, no one needs two black City bags. That is overkill. So I just thought, oh, she's really cute. She is. Oh, I'm so excited. Shall we get your bits off you? She's coming alive. She's coming alive. Now, I'm a little worried about this hardware in terms of, will it scratch? That's the only thing sometimes when it has that kind of slightly matte vibe to it. This is, I wouldn't say this is a complete flat matte actually, but I think the risk of scratching is high because it's a coating, isn't it, at the end of the day? So I am a little worried about that on the hardware, that we might see some scratches, but I guess that's just a sign of a bag well loved. And actually, I was seeing something the other day about, who was it? Someone was rating kind of fashion houses by the quality of their bags. And actually, they put Balenciaga quite low down. And I was a little bit surprised because, as I said, I've had Well, I've got 2 city bags and I've had them both for a very, very long time, and they have been worn, as in like I've used them as work bags. They've had laptops in them. Like they have been like workhorses, and they look great. And I am not someone who is particularly careful with my bags. Like I believe in things being designed to be used. Like I'm not very good at keeping things for best or like being particularly precious over them. So because the thing is, if you're spending this kind of money on something, use it. Like if you're not going to use it and you buy it, then that is an absolute waste of money. Like you are much better to spend your money on something that you are genuinely going to love and genuinely get a lot of pleasure and joy out of. That's my philosophy anyway. So I'm not particularly precious, and they are in great shape. Now my original black one, it did have to go back to Balenciaga for a strap repair many years ago now, but actually that was my fault, not the bag's fault. And I mean, they were very good about it. They fixed it, and within a few weeks actually, and sent it back, and it was very, very good. I'm definitely having a workout trying to get this off. I feel like there was probably an easier way, but look at her. Isn't she just like perfectly formed? She's so kind of soft and scrunchable. I feel like it could be a great kind of regular everyday wear, to be honest. I just think the size is brilliant. I really liked the size of the top handle. I loved the fact that we have this crossbody strap. I don't have any crossbody options on my current city bag, so I just thought that was really, really good. Now, I'm a little worried about the material in terms of its longevity. I don't think it's going to be as hard wearing as my leather one, so I think I'll have to be careful, just a little bit choosy about in terms of like the temperature and the weather, in terms of making sure it's not raining and stuff like that. But also I do kind of think like natural scratches might just kind of, she'll just look lived in. I don't want to scratch her, but that will make her look lived in. So I am going to be careful with her, certainly at the beginning, but oh, she's so cute. And I'm so sorry that I forgot to film buying her, but love it. I don't know if she quite goes with my outfit today, but I do think she is absolutely brilliant. So that's what I bought in Manchester. Now, I need to finish and go get ready because I've got to go to IKEA, and I might take you with me.